All right, I got a question from a teacher about whether or not it was possible to essentially make appointments that students could see and sign up for. And the answer to that is yes. The individual wanted something with Google Hangouts as well. I'll do both. I'll talk about Google Hangouts and I'll also talk about appointment slots. I poked around in it a little bit earlier. Keep in mind, there's some of this technology that I'm just learning on the fly as you guys ask questions about it. And teaching myself. So I might make mistakes, and this is definitely one of them. I have used the calendar program before in the past, and I've done the appointment slots in the past. However, it's been a bit, and so features get added and changed on Google all the time. So if I make a mistake, I apologize. And if you know about the mistake, feel free to contact me about it, and I'll send out a video that changes that. Also, I am planning on putting out a video on more Power School learning things later today, but when I clicked on it, I got the kitten tangled up with a ball of yarn, so I figured I would tackle something that I knew would be online for right now. So let's take a look here. So I'm in Google Calendar, and I just realized that some people probably don't use Google Calendar as much as others. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is show you, just click on Calendar right here, and now I'm in the middle of it. Okay, so it's showing my date range right here. I'm going to turn myself off right here. And let's pretend that it's the first day of school. Students are fired up, they're ready to go. And this first week here, I want to check in on my students. I want to create slots to set up appointments with my students so that they can come in and tell me that they want to meet with me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on this create button right here. And I'm going to click appointment slots. And I'm going to add a title, and I'm going to call it check-in with Mr. Arnold. And that check-in with me is going to be 30-minute slots. Well, actually, I can change it. I'm going to make 15-minute slots. Actually, let's make it shorter. 10-minute slots. I have a lot of students, and I don't think it'll take that long. So I'm going to tell it when I want this to start. And I want this to start on March 30th, and I want it to end April 3rd. Now, you guys can do it however you want. I can also set it for whatever time that I want. So I'm going to say that I'm going to start talking to students specifically about where they're at, what their strategies are from 9 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. And then I'm going to click more options right here. It says add a location. Obviously, not really an option for us right now, but I'm just going to say check in with at home discovery. All right, and then I can go ahead and click save. All right, so what it does is you can see that this is right here. So how do my students look at it? Well, if I go into it and I click it, you will see that I have an appointment page. Now I can copy the link for this page. I can post it on my Power School Learning page, or I could send it out as an email. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy a link, and I will show you what your students will go ahead and see when they use it. So let's go ahead and paste and go to that page. All right, so right now you'll see that it's saying that there's no appointment available right now, and that's because I've set it for March 30th. So my students will go to March 30th, and you will see right here all of the check-in options. Now you may also notice that I'm double booked. That's because it's showing my other calendar as well, where I have things. Students would still be able to schedule themselves for those times. The one other option that you might notice as well, which I didn't notice before this, is that it's going into the AM, so it's not giving me breaks for work hours. So clearly what you're going to want to do is go through and schedule by day, not by week like I did. Once again, still learning this. So let's say that I have a student, they decide that they want to check in with me, they check in, and it says what, when, who. It says Dwayne Arnold, because I, Dwayne Arnold, am checking in with myself. When your student checks in, let's say your student's name is Marissa, it will automatically tell you who is checking in. And for where, we're going to obviously go ahead and put online. Okay? online, and then go ahead and click save. Now, what's going to happen is now on Marissa's calendar, it shows on here. And if another student comes on it, you can see right here, it's highlighted in blue. Another student cannot click on it, okay? That appointment slot is already taken up. So what you can do is you can schedule multiple students, okay? Now I did have some people ask me about Hangouts as well. They know how to go ahead and start click on a Hangout, but they don't know how to schedule one. All right, so those are two separate things. First, I'm going to show you how to schedule a Hangout. So let's see right here. Now I have this. It's a check-in with Mr. Arnold, and I'm going to see if I can edit it. Yes, I can. Yes, this is fantastic. Okay. Once again, learning as I go, using my time wisely. So I see that Dwayne Arnold, my student, wants to meet with me. I click on this right here, and it's online. My appointment with this student is going to be online. I'm going to click on this little edit button right here, and I just add conferencing on Hangout Meets. And so now my student has a calendar that's on his calendar, and will also receive I believe will receive an email, but if they click on the event on their calendar, it will show the Hangout Meet. They click on the link. That student's in that Hangout Meet. I'm also in that Hangout Meet. Now, let's say that a student emails you. They want to talk to you. You have an impromptu meeting with them. What we're going to go ahead and do is I will show you how to do an impromptu meeting. Now, this did not used to be possible with students, simply because we turned off the chat feature for students for pretty obvious reasons. But I'm going to go ahead and contact my assistant, Jonathan. So I'm going to click Start a Video Call with Jonathan. And I can invite other people as well. So here we go. And it should be ringing Jonathan up right now. Now, obviously, this does not work since he does not know that I'm calling him. But Jonathan could potentially join this call. All right. Obviously, that is more of a last-ditch effort kind of situation. And if I'm working with a student one-on-one, I would actually be more likely to go through and use the chat feature, which is in Hangout right here, and then just type it to them. And then if things get hairy, click on the video call right here. And I'm guessing the district's going to re-enable these, but I'm not 100% sure. So, don't take my word for that. All right, so that's how you schedule that. Hope this was helpful. Go ahead, contact me with any questions or problems. Thanks, bye.